Good afternoon. We're going to begin the program in about 2 minutes. If you can go ahead and find your seat, please. We're going to begin in about 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, we're ready to begin. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the University of Louisiana Monroe. My name is Adam McDonald. I have the privilege of serving as the Assistant Director of Media Relations here at ULM. And we're just incredibly grateful that all of you have come out and made it out to join us for this event despite the weather outside. And even though we have some gray skies, we can definitely say this is a great day on the bayou here at ULM. We want to thank you to the members of the media who are in attendance and also those of you joining us on the live stream. And, as I look around this room, I see faculty, I see staff, students, student athletes, coaches, alumni, and community supporters who are all here because this is your university. And ULM is personal to so many of us. And we are thankful for the support of each one of you as you've come out to welcome our new Director of Athletics, S.J. Tuohy. We're excited to hear from him shortly. He'll be coming up in just a moment. But I would like to take a moment to acknowledge some special guests we have in the room with us today. First off, Senator Stuart Cathy is with us today. Thank you, Senator, for joining us. And also Miss Louisiana Gabrielle McLeod, who is also a proud ULM student. So thank you so much for being here. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge a couple of other former athletic directors who we have in the room with us today who have served this university well and not only served well during their time, but have continued to support ULM after they were out of the role. The first is Mr. Bruce Hanks. So, Mr. Hanks, if you can please give a wave wherever you are. All right, thank you. And Bruce has always been a strong supporter of ULM, and we thank him for his continued support. He doesn't know we're doing this, but another former AD is Scott McDonald. Thank you so much, Scott, for being here. Just like Bruce, Scott is a ULM alum who has always made it his mission to serve the university however possible, and we thank him for his continued support. All right, next up, I would like to welcome to the podium a woman who has made a huge impact on this university in just her first half year of being the president here. Dr. Carrie Castile came into this role with an unmatched energy and enthusiasm, and she has worked diligently to make this university a better place since she began in June. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to our president, Dr. Carrie Castile.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today is an exciting moment for our university as we introduce a new leader who will guide our athletic department into its next chapter. Selecting an athletic director is an incredibly important decision, and we approach this search with care, intention, and a clear sense of purpose. I want to begin by recognizing the outstanding work of our search committee. Dr. Michelle McCann chaired this committee. We also have Dr. Bill Graves, who's also on the committee, and Carmen Wright. Or Carmen, are you in the room? There you go. If you would please stand, please. Thank you so much. Their process was thoughtful, thorough, and centered on what our university and our student athletes need to thrive. We were fortunate to attract a highly qualified and diverse pool of candidates, individuals with experience and strong vision. The committee's leadership ensured we had the right clarity and confidence to identify the right person for this role. I also owe a great deal of gratitude to Coach Bryant Vincent. Bryant, stand up. Who stepped in to take on the role of interim athletic director. Coach, you put this university and its needs before your own, and we all appreciate you and Holly for the time, the effort, and the guidance you have provided. It was his leadership that galvanized a department and a community so we could search, identify, and select the right person to lead our athletic department. That person is S.J. Tuohy. S.J. is a dynamic leader whose experience spans multiple levels of collegiate athletics. He has built a reputation for excellence in external relations, fundraising, student-athlete support, and competitive growth. What distinguishes S.J. is his ability to form strong relationships with coaches, alumni, donors, and most importantly, with student-athletes. He understands the rapidly evolving landscape of college athletics and brings both strategic insight and hands-on energy. He is collaborative, values-driven, and committed to fostering programs that are competitive, resilient, and rooted in integrity. When you talk to SJ, you immediately sense his belief in the power of athletics to elevate not only individual students, but the entire university community. As we look ahead, our vision for athletics remains ambitious. We want programs that excel in competition, graduate student athletes who are prepared for life and that reflect the character and aspirations of this institution. Athletics should unite our campus, engage our supporters, and represent us on the state and national stages with pride. SJ shares this vision wholeheartedly. He brings ideas, he brings energy, and a deep commitment to strengthening our programs, enhancing our student-athlete experience, and ensuring that athletics continues to be a source of inspiration and distinction for our university. And my fingers are not working. So today, with great confidence and genuine enthusiasm, I am proud to officially introduce our new athletic director, S.J. Tuohy. We are thrilled to welcome him into our community and excited for the leadership and momentum he will bring. SJ, congratulations and welcome to the Warhawk family. We have one thing to be able to.
Surely somebody got a good one on
I think
it.
Congratulations. We need
Oh,
one more. Sorry
someone did
about
not get
that.
a good one. Thank you. Man, it's genuinely been an overwhelming day, 24 hours, week. I pulled into campus, I said this to our board this afternoon. I got in late, I had to present to my board at my previous institution at about 5 o'clock. Yesterday I got down late, had to buy a tan suit. I had a lot of navy blue and light blue suits. Apparently needed a tan jacket. So by the time I bang on the department store door, get down here, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and hopefully Tommy Wopel's in here if he is. I'm not sure if you know. Yeah, please give you should be the one getting applause. At 2:30 in the morning, Tommy is the happiest person in Monroe to greet you, show you to where you need to be. I talked to Carmen pulling in because I'm pulling at 2:30, and there were people studying in the studio. And they were grinding for finals week. And I was complimenting her, and she said, no, they should have worked ahead. They should have been done earlier than that. So we're working on it. Thank you, Tommy. And I did interesting piece of Monroe that I'm learning. If you ask 5 people for directions somewhere, you get 6 different routes, and then all of them still somehow seem to go by a drive-through daiquiri place. So I'm learning as I make my way, just to make a left at daiquiri place and then go right, so I'll figure it out. I'm super appreciative to Dr. Castile, the search committee, to Coach Vincent, anyone that had a role and allowed me this opportunity. I'd be remiss not to start by thanking the place that I was previously, which is Oral Roberts University in Tulsa. Our athletic director there, Tim Johnson, I think is not one of the best ADs in the country, one of the best people in the country. Our staff, our coaches, student athletes, our president, Dr. Wilson, all made every day very meaningful. There, it's a hard place to leave, and I'm very grateful for my time there. Dr. Wilson, the president there, told me leaving a great line that it's been resonating the last week with me is the privilege to lead at any level is really responsibility. And that's what I feel most taking this job is I feel responsible, firstly for Coach Vincent and the coaches that I met along the way, not just him. I met with him today because it's transfer portal season, okay, so he's got a lot more pressing today. But all these coaches, man, to make sure they have what they need to win, and talking to that guy for 5 minutes, you want to give him what he needs to win. And I feel very responsible for making sure he has those tools because it's now on us. He's been working his absolute butt off to turn this program around, and I promise you he's going to do that. And we're going to make sure he does. I'm getting most time like I'm fired up. I feel like we got a game tomorrow. It's like 6 months away, so I'll slow down. I feel responsible for that woman, Dr. Castile, and making sure she has an athletic department that represents her and her vision for this university, her passion, her energy. That's on us. If we can match that, we're going to be really successful here at ULM Athletics. I guarantee that. And I think she shares the same vision for me, for our community. The city of Monroe does not owe us anything. We owe them a lot. We came to serve Monroe, not to be served. And I think, sorry, I'm thinking about Tommy Grimmy at 2:30 in the morning. I'm getting a little sad about it. I'm happy about it, happy tears. It's a special place, and we're going to treat it as such and be good stewards of that community. But most importantly, as Dr. Castile said, I feel responsible for our student athletes. And I played 2 sports in college. I was so bad at basketball, I got into college football instead. I was so bad at college football that I got to be a GA while I was still playing. That's how that went. But, man, I get it. And I understand, every person's got an opinion on Monroe. We are going to provide our student athletes the best possible experience of what we can do to the best of our capabilities every day, whether you're here for 1 year or for 6, because I don't understand the eligibility rules anymore. So they could be here for a day or 7 years. Now, we'll figure that out. But while they're here in Monroe, they're going to have the best possible student-athlete experience we can. I feel responsible for that. So I couldn't be more grateful to be in the state of Louisiana. It's a state that means a lot to me personally, a lot to my family. My granddad, late granddad, is in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. My dad is in the Louisiana Sport or some kind of sports Hall of Fame. I should have checked. He's sitting right there. I probably should have fact-checked that. New Orleans Hall of Fame, High School Hall of Fame. He's in a Hall of Fame in Louisiana somewhere. So it means a lot to us. I got an uncle who's a high school coach in this state. It's a place that felt like home to me a lot. When you visit, and I'm excited to be here. I'm not from Monroe. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. But you grew up in my house with my dad. You hear stories about the Knapp brothers, about Keith Richard. Matter of fact, they had a little skirmish in a high school scrimmage. I need to get Keith's side of that because the side that I got is that he lost that fight. So I don't know that that's true. I bet reality is likely in the middle, so we'll figure that out. But I do want to thank my family for being here. I want to apologize to my mom because accepting this job very much ruined her holiday Christmas shopping plans, and she made that very clear to me. The timing could not be worse. So I'm expecting a light Christmas gift this year, and I understand that. I want to apologize to my girlfriend for having to sit in the front row next to my family on such a short notice and her being in a bad mood because of shopping, so I apologize to that, Mackenzie. To my Uncle Stanford, Collins, Kimber, everyone's here. It means a lot to me, especially because it's end-of-the-year giving season, so keep us in mind as end-of-year giving comes up, so don't get mad about that. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be an athletic director. And it's, to me, there's a lot of ADs in the country who wake up and their one thought is, man, I hope I don't mess this up. It's a weird time in college athletics. There's ADs who the penthouse and the outhouse are very close these days in college sports. And I didn't want to be at a place that's like, you're maintaining the status quo. Nothing excites me less than that. So I get the question, or I've had the question today, why ULM? Why'd you come here? I mean, this is a place that's got a great opportunity and a great foundation to build on it. And it's not as far off as people think. And I say that biasly because I'm the new athletic director, but I'm telling you, you look around, it's a place that wants to win. It's got people that want to win. It's got great foundation. And it's not a job where you wake up and go, man, like, we just got to stay afloat. No, we're going to build and grow. And when you do that, people across will take notice. And I want our community to be proud wearing this logo across Louisiana, across the country. I've been blown away at the amount of response from people that I had no idea had a Monroe connection. It appears everyone has a second cousin that lived in Monroe or has been to Monroe at some point. So I can ramble on. I've had about 4 Red Bulls today. I'm ready to get to work. So I apologize for going a little fast. I'm excited. But I do want to thank a couple people. Obviously, I talked about my folks at ORU. I want to thank my first college basketball coach, Coach Patsos, and Coach Cunningham just walked up, and the first thing he said is, "You play for Jimmy Patsos?" And if you know him, he's a different cat. But he instilled early in me that college sports are supposed to be fun. At the end of the day, we are here to it's kids' games, right? And winning matters. We're in an outcome-driven business. But if we're not having fun, man, don't be here. I know that the fun row gets thrown around. We're going to bring that back. We are meant to have fun while we're playing these games. I want to thank Coach Chad Morris, who got me into this business quickly because I couldn't play. So he was like, you should coach special teams. After finishing playing for him at SMU, we went to Arkansas. I learned more from Coach Morris in times of trial than I've learned from many in times of success. And I'm super grateful for him giving me a chance and getting me into this thing. His son is quarterback in Virginia right now, having an unbelievable season at UVA. Can't wait to watch them. Saturday in the SEC Championship game. I coached him in 9th grade freshman football, so I take some, if not all, responsibility for that success he's having this year at Virginia. Coach Gus Malzahn, who I think has had some of the biggest impact in college football. If you know Gus, the way they started to play fast in Auburn, has accomplished things that most coaches can dream of. And no matter whether he was winning, whether he was losing, his mantra, and he preached to me all the time, was to use your influence in a positive way. And I can only hope to do that here at Monroe as good as he's done with me. I want to thank my family. My mom said thank us again. I'm going to skip that part. Look, and I got a lot of friends who have been blowing me up for a link to watch this, so I know I want to say thank you. I'm incredibly grateful. I'm undeserving of your friendship. I know there's a lot of Knights, Razorbacks, Mustangs, Rebels, Greyhounds, Seminoles that are my friends that are watching, and I assure you pretty soon you're going to be part Warhawk coming through. A special reminder of that end of the year giving donation, part Warhawk coming up with that. I'll close with this. Everyone keeps asking how you can be successful at Monroe. How are you going to win here? What's your plan? What's your vision? I think the cliche that gets thrown around a lot is that, you want to hit the ground running, and that's true. But I want to hit the ground listening, and we have a lot to figure out how we want to build this thing. We have an unbelievable, the ones I've met to this point, coaching staff. The few student athletes I've met have been very passionate. But I want to listen, I want to learn, and then we're going to grow. But our key to winning at Monroe is simple. We have to win the margins. We have to be better at small decisions about how we're stewarding money, how we're spending money, how we're raising money, the choices we're making for our student athletes every day. We have to be the best small decision makers in the country, and I think that we're capable of doing that with the staff that we have, and I'm excited to grow. But anyone that asks, what's your plan to win, we have got to be the most elite margin winners in the country. I think that we're capable of doing that. So I very much appreciate the welcome. I'm super excited to get to work. I was told to go 15 minutes. There's no shot I did that. I do not want to do that because I have a lot of work to do, so I want to get back to it. But I'm very gracious for everyone I've met to this point who said thank you. I appreciated all the daiquiri offers at noon. It was a little early for that, okay, but we're going to celebrate tonight. So thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. And I couldn't figure out which one to go with. If it was Towns out or Take Flight, or we got a lot. We got to figure out our main mantra. But I'll say this: thank you, and go Warhawks.
All right, thank you so much, SJ. And I want to thank everyone again for joining us. Members of the media, Mr. Tuohy and President Castile will be available for individual interviews immediately following once we dismiss. I want to thank all of you for coming, standing room only crowd. This is an exciting day. And also want to thank somebody I missed to recognizing in the beginning, Ms. Hannah Livingston, representing Senator Kennedy's office. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Be safe as you travel out in this weather, and feel free to pick up a refreshment in the back of the room. We have some cookies and drinks, and also we have some copies of our new ULM magazine where you can read about all the great things that are happening on our campus. And thank you so much. Have a great day, and go Warhawks.